So the state trooper comes to work for us, right? And I go to him, do me a favor, can you go fix that car? He goes, who are you to ask me to do a good favor? Whatever. And like I said, the guy was up here, a Florida state trooper that left his job to come up here to milk his mother-in-law because she was dying. So when I said that, oh Jesus, he goes to me, some pair of balls that you have. You're disrespecting me. I said, no, I'm not. Levin,
Hey,
I'm heading out that way.
all right.
Where do you want to? You want to meet me at the house? That's the best place.
Yeah, I can meet at the where we stayed last night.
Yeah, the Rockaway house.
Yeah, Rockaway. Yep.
All right, I'm heading over that way if you want to get yourself comfortable.
Alrighty.
All right, I'll be there in a little bit, not too long, God willing.
All right, sounds good.
All right, brother, I'll see you in a minute.
All right, I'll see you.
Bye-bye. So the guy says to me, let me finish the story because it's very interesting. He says to me, how could you disrespect me? Blah, 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 blah. He goes, if you keep talking to me like that, he thought I was disrespecting him when I was asking him in a nice way. But I didn't mean nothing by it. That was the way that I learned. Go do me a favor, can you? So you know what happened? He goes, you keep talking to me like that, I'm going to come unglued on you. And if you're from down south, that means I'm going to kick your ass. So I said to him, really? I said, you're going to come unglued on me? I said, what? Because I'm 20 years old and I'm running a shop? And you're a state trooper, so you think you have something better than me? I said, I tell you what. Let's go outside for a minute. You can explain to me nicely how I'm disrespecting you, but you got to make me one promise. He goes, what? When I kick your ass, you go back to work and you finish your job. He goes, oh yeah? And I was 20 years old. Well, I wasn't a little shit. I was a pretty healthy guy, but he didn't realize how I could fight. So I took him outside in the driveway and I kicked his ass. Kicked his ass up and down the driveway. Embarrassed him. And I said to him, now are you finished? Yeah. And I have him in a headlock. I said, you done now? He goes, yeah, I'm done now. I said, good, now get the fuck up, go finish that car, and stop being a jerk off. Okay? Okay. Let him go. Got up, went and finished the car. He never came back for his paycheck. He never showed his face again. Because he was being mean while I was trying to be nice. I didn't disrespect the guy. I showed him that I had responsibility, care, love, and a way to talk nice to people at 20 years old. And being nice is a language that some people just don't understand. But like you said about my daughters, walking around like that, even Danielle said it. Danielle said, I hope that girl can fight. You know why Danielle said that? Because if my daughter walks around like that, with a big mouth, disrespecting people, one day somebody's going to come and try to fight her. One day somebody's going to want to kick her ass. And that was what I was trying to avoid. You agree with that?
I'm taking some of this one.
Take whatever you want. There's only...
The girl really will create trouble for herself.
She will.
It's not about you, it's about herself.
Right.
And you cannot change anything. You cannot do nothing on it.
Yes,
Even
I could.
you give whatever she asks.
I could die trying. That's why, look, I left their mother because of all the brainwashing, all the bullshit, all the nasty shit that I had to put up with every day. You know what happened one day, one more thing? I needed knee surgery after I got hit by the car. Angela, when I tell you this, you're not going to believe it. But this should have warned me ahead. Mm-hmm. I got my knee done on a Friday. I came home. My mother-in-law was living with me at the time, downstairs. Because her husband used to beat her. And I told her, come and live with me, I'll take care of you. So what happened then is, I get the knee surgery. Andrea was only 1 year old. I did one knee on one Friday, and then I went to work on Monday to get away from this woman. I went to work again. I went back to do the other knee the next Friday. And then, you know what happened that Sunday? I'll tell you. I'm there, and my ex-wife, my God, I feel like I'm telling this story like it was yesterday. And it's 2010, 14 years later. And what happens? My mother-in-law gets up from downstairs. Linda was only 6 years old. And my wife, they all went to a party. Left me with 1-year-old Andrea. My ex-wife goes, "Oh, you're going to call your parents and say, ooh, boo-hoo, Lambros needs help? If you're a real man, you won't call your parents. If I married a real man, he wouldn't need anybody." So me, like an idiot, I don't call up for help. And Andrea gets up, and she needs a bottle. I take this kid, 1 year old. How are you going to get double knee surgery and go down the stairs with a 1-year-old baby in your arms? That's not safe. So what did I do? I got myself upstairs, dragged myself up the stairs in pain. I got my daughter. I went down each step one at a time on my ass because I couldn't bend my knees. They were all swollen. And I got up. I had the baby. I was careful not to drop her because, like I said, those kids were my life.
Mm-hmm.
They were my life, and they still are my life. And if I ever dropped my daughter, I would never be able to live with myself. So I was careful, and I was crying in pain. But that baby came first. And that was the reason why I said I'm never going to let my kids get influenced by this. I'm never going to let my kids get corrupted by this. And you know what? The funny thing is, by pulling myself away from this, I guaranteed it. But in my head, it's almost like I'm a different person. In my head, there's no way that I can get away from it. It's got me like a monster with big teeth. It's got me by the soul that I could do nothing to save these children from their mother.
Mm-hmm.
It's some pretty serious
Yeah,
shit
but
right
I'm
there.
going to tell you something. And Sylvia, listen to this and tell me if I'm wrong. Under my dead body, even if I'm 6 months old, and my father walk out on my mother, there's no way my mother would tell me things about my dad. Remember, I'm still don't have no sense. There's no way
Hey, loving.
that could happen.
Uh-huh.
Even though I grew up and I did, say for instance, I didn't see my dad,
Extra large.
I would have to find out where's my dad.
All right, brother.
Then I would have to find out how to visit my dad.
All right, brother. I guess it
And
is
I
good.
hear his side,
Better than
I hear
extra
my
small.
mother's side.
That-
And at the same
I'll-
time, I'm not going to
I'll
make
see
no
you in a minute,
judgment
my
there.
brother. I got to get the hell out of
But
this house.
every day, every
Love you,
weekend,
brother. I'll see you in a
I want
minute.
to spend quality time with my dad and
Thank
quality
you.
time with my mother. Because you can't love one parent more than or you love the next one.
No, but there is something. You're missing it. I heard what you said, even though I was on the phone. There's no way that your mother can turn you against your father, right?
No. I don't care what they have. I don't care what they have.
But you're wrong. You know why
What do
you're
you mean
wrong?
I'm wrong?
I used to think the same way like you. I used to think the same way, that there's no way that their mother can turn them against me.
No,
You know why?
I have 1 second. I have a son,
Mhm.
okay? And even though my parents did not, goes for him. I didn't turn my son up from his father. He grew up. And when I begged him, I said, "You're going to go spend the weekend with your father?" He said, "Nope. I don't want to be where he is." When he was about 8 years old, and I went down to Jamaica to bring him here when I have my appointments and everything, and I went down to Jamaica to bring him here, I said, Tyrone, I would like you to go spend the weekend with your dad and let you know that he's going away. Okay? He went. And he spent the weekend with him. I went and picked him up because we were flying out the Tuesday, and I picked him up the Sunday night because he was there from the Thursday.
Mm.
And he come back and he said, Mommy, I said, what happened? Did you enjoy it? He said, yes, Mom, I did. But guess what? And don't get mad with me. I said, what? Why am I going to get mad with you? He said, I leave all my clothes, give my brothers and my sister. I said, that's fine. You have clothes up there. I was going to carry your clothes with me anyhow. So I couldn't set up my son against my dad, against his father.
One thing, I'm single. I have no kid. But for what I understand, my parents, they get married all their lifetime.
And even
They
that too.
always, they are the same. They support each other whenever we have fight with either one of them.
You don't know. You don't know. When
No.
my dad and my mom have a fight,
They are together. No, I mean when I have a fight with my dad or with my mom, they always support each other against me because they are the two people sleep together.
Yep. You hear that? You hear what she said? Time out.
I'm not finished. Let me say
Please.
this thing. But when you guys divorce, I think there's one very, very important thing. Even I'm single, I have no kid. Don't say shit about another person, cause the kid is half you and half you.
okay.
Yup.
You say some shit about other people, the kid got hurt.
Yeah.
Yup.
What you got satisfied. I'm better. That one sucks. Cause so we got divorced.
But
we
you
left.
see-
But when you say something bad about another person,
That's what my
kid got
ex-wife.
hurt.
That's
Cause they
what my
half you and
ex-wife.
half her.
That's what my ex-wife, my mother-in-law, that I took care of for 5 fucking years, and my father-in-law and my brother-in-law, that I loaned the $50,000 for to do his backyard, that her cousin that I got out of jail, and all these people failed to realize that they hurt my children. And the thing that gets me is, I never thought that my kids could turn against me. But you know how she did it? Very easy way, and I explain it to you. Because not everybody think this way. You think that you're fucked up sometimes, that you have bad thoughts. You think you're fucked up, that you don't like yourself sometimes. Oh, I'm thinking this way. Well, let me tell you something about bad thoughts. She sat there and figured out the only way to do it. You know how? It's magic. Using each other. I gave Andrea a deactivated iPhone because she broke her iPad. You know, when you go on the airplane, when you put it in airplane mode, it has 0 radiation emissions. But not Cammie. Cammie told Linda, you know, your dad, he's a really, really good father. But you know, he gave Andrea that iPhone. And do you remember Aunt Stacy, the way she got breast cancer? She used to put the phone like this. You know, some women put it in their bra. She used to put it like this. And the phone gave her breast cancer. So even though Daddy's a very nice man, and he gave your sister an iPhone, he can give her breast cancer. Oh no! Oh my God, my sister's gonna get breast cancer. Oh my God, my father, what did he do? We went to the Woodbridge Mall, and Linda let me have it. Dad, you know, oh my God, how can you do this to Andrea? Oh my God, she can get breast cancer. How could you do that? What kind of father are you anyway? And then it got dropped. Then later that summer, with the kit, the Trans Am car, you know, your dad, he loves you, but I don't know if I trust his judgment, because if you get into an accident, Andrea can go flying out of the T-top and get killed. Because the T-tops, you know what the T-top is on the car? The roof that come off? You know, Andrea can go flying out of the T-top and she'll get killed. Then Linda come to me and Andrea come to me. Every time I went to them with the car to pick them up, I had to go home 10 miles, go get another car, and come back, and then drive them to where we had to go. And if I was using that car, I had to go back 10 miles, go back, pick up another car, and then drop them off.
Okay, but
And wait, I gotta say something.
Mm-hmm.
This makes
Watch out.
it's okay. This makes a lot of sense. How does it make sense? Is because my wife didn't come out and say directly, "Oh, your father's bad." She didn't do that. She was very smart. Which she said, "What your father does is not right. He can hurt you." So then the kids first, they lose trust in me. Then I became bad. And then every time Linda became,
Under.
yeah, every time, you got to shut off the air conditioner. You think you guys I have a brain to press the button?
Oh my god. This song is really cute.
So now, I'm just going to finish this because I got to go and you got to go. We all got to go. But the reason why the kids hated me so much is because I didn't take care of them. And the last thing is, with the money orders, do you remember the money orders, how much money I paid my wife extra?
Mm-hmm.
You know how that happened? I got a question for you, Sylvia. If you have to give your ex-husband $5, and then that's it, you gave him the $5 that you had to give him, would you tolerate if he said, "Give me another $5? No, you wouldn't. But what she did, she was again very smart. She told Linda, "You know, your father owes me money. He's got to pay me my money. I don't have no money to buy groceries." She just stole the house from me. From Build It Back, you weren't living here. When our house got flooded, we got money back from the government. She forged my name, got the case stopped, to get the divorce first, then turn it back on. That was illegal. And the judge sent out a subpoena. I knew about this because my friend's girlfriend worked over there. Talk about God. But like an idiot, I sat down with my parents and we said, "You know what? We can't throw the mother of your children in jail. It's not right. So whatever she do to you, let it go." And I did. But the kindness she took as a sign of weakness and kept on going and kept on going and kept on going. So when
By the way, when you supposed to go back to court?
Monday, tomorrow, 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Thank God you just asked me because I would have forgot it. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock, but 11 o'clock I have to meet with the lawyer on the phone. I love you,
Tomorrow.
Angela. Thank you. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
11 o'clock, meet with the lawyer. 1 o'clock with the 11 o'clock, meet with the lawyer. 1 o'clock, whatever. Now, that's my point. So, Sylvia, listen.
Yeah.
My ex-wife just didn't make it where she talked bad about me. She's not that stupid. What she did is she made the kids not trust me. And then she made the kids protect her from me. So if, let's say, your mother told you, "You know, your father beat me up," you're going to try to stop your father. If your mother says, "Your father don't pay me," you're going to say, "Ma, give Dad, give Mommy her money."
But
And
the
oh,
different thing is, I have to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Is the kid over 18 years old.
no, but this started
Their
since she
mind
was
is
12.
already developed. They should have their own judgment, and they do. They do have.
I agree with you. That's what I was saying too.
Don't. That's the fact.
But you have to understand,
No, even that's a good thing. If the mother say those things is literally has a larger loophole right there, they should know. They should
Even
know.
now, look, what day you take out money and you get Linda. Okay? And it was last night again or the night before?
Last night.
Last
You
night.
gave
And
her-
today.
You gave her money last night,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's what I'm saying to you, Lamb. Don't care what that mother do. Could not block my brains that bad that I don't see.
I always like
No
try
way.
to analyze what my parents did and what they say and tell them the facts. That what I understand based on what I see and what I heard. No matter they admit it or not.
I lived with my mother and father till I was 23 years old when I came here. When I had my first child at 21 years old, I was under my father and mother roof. Okay? Even though I hide during my pregnancy, none of them didn't bless their eyes on me. I go to work, I come home, I hide, and when night come, I go to bed, I get up 1 hour in the morning, and I get myself together, bathe, get dressed, and I go on to my work. You know when my
Is that rain?
no,
No.
I think it's Friday. You know when I know that my father knew I was pregnant? When I went to the hospital, I'll come home, I have my baby, and the baby cry. That's tell my dad no. But what I'm saying, the way all my parents grew me up, if they have a problem, we didn't know. If they
Yeah.
have an argument,
Yeah.
we didn't know.
Angela, you see that? What you just said? That they did that you didn't know? Same thing with me. When I had a problem with my wife, you can ask the lady next door. I would go outside and I'd cry. I wouldn't yell in the house. I'd hold it back, I'd hold it back, I'd hold it back.
My father gonna be 103 in October. And let me tell you something. Until today, he always did it in my head. This don't say anything in the presence of your child. Or if it's my other sister, he will tell them to tell her the same thing. Don't say anything in front of the children. Because I only have one. My sister had 5. My brother have 4. My other brother have 5. So I'm the one. I mean, you have 7 kids before me. But I'm talking with my mother. I only have 1. I wasn't gonna go back that road. Not me.
But what you just said, don't say nothing in front of the children. My grandparents taught me the same way. My grandparents taught me the same way. So when I got upset, I'd keep my mouth shut. I'd want to explode. So instead of retaliating towards my wife and hurting my children, I would go outside and cry. That's what I would do.
So, what time you want me come down here in the morning?
But crying is much better than hurting somebody. Crying is much better than being an animal.
Yeah.
Crying is much more being a human, that you control your emotions and then you cry, than having a big mouth and ruining your life. And that is what my ex-wife did to my children, because she let it go. Remember what you said the other day?
Yeah, but
How my ex-wife doesn't correct my children?
Yeah, but
She did that so they could hurt me.
Yeah,
But
at
she
the
didn't
same time-
realize that growing up they could hurt themselves and each other.
That's true, but what I'm saying, evil right now, they're big and understand, and they see when they reach out to you, you always pluck out the dollars and give to them. Alright? So, they have a understanding, they know what's going on, but they don't,
Yeah.
they don't want to bother.
Yeah, but there's one thing you're forgetting. There's one thing that you're forgetting. That my daughter Linda, when she was little, 4 years old, my grandmother was blind. And the way Linda was born from God and from Jesus herself, the way she was, Linda, when she was little, my sister's kids, one of them is 3 years older than Linda. The other one, same age, by 2 months. They would be playing, and Linda now, knowing her great-grandmother was blind. Linda would be playing, my grandmother would move, Linda would drop what she's doing, drop her toys on the floor, and go help her great-grandmother go to the bathroom, go to the dining room, go to the living room. That's the way that girl was
But then
born.
I don't know what
But then,
though.
no, but listen, you got to understand and see it from the way that I see it. But then she was ruined by her mother. She was spoiled by her mother in the wrong way.
Yeah.
To lash out emotion, to lash out anger and rage, to hurt me. But that doesn't make any sense.
No.
Because in the long run, all that hate's going to burn the children.
That's true.
And that's why they don't see it. You know why? One more thing. When my ex-wife tried to get rid of me, she got rid of me for money. She cared about was money. She doesn't even care about her own kids. All she cares about is money. So me,
So she's surviving now.
oh, easy. I'll explain that to you in a second.
What?
I'll tell you. Hold on. My ex-wife now, her religion. You see how you're Buddhist, Sylvia? And you're Christian, but different Christian. I'm another Christian. We believe in God. We believe in being nice, even though we screw up. We believe in trying to serve a master of kindness, but not my wife. She belongs in the master of money. She believes in the God of money. And I'll tell you, what do you think is happening to Linda? What's Linda's religion? Tell me. What is Linda's religion? Grown up with her mother. Money. So that is, Linda said to me when she came here, oh, Dad, I don't want to get married. I don't want to have children. I was like, why? Oh, what I want to do is make money. I said, what? You want to make money? Money is good. Very good. Because you could take care of yourself. You could feed your loved ones. You could do things with that. But when you get older, if you don't have children, if you don't have family, money isn't going to keep you warm. Money isn't going to say, I love you.
But just this point, Linda and I got the same idea.
Right.
I don't think that's wrong. Even the social routine pattern is like you grow up in a specific age, you have baby, you have family, you got everything. But you are the one who takes responsibility not just for yourself but also for your family and for your kid. If you are not ready for God,
Listen,
respect yourself, respect others.
Sylvia.
Don't have
I'm gonna
kids.
Okay, I'm going to go
And
too.
then what time you want me to come
6.
down? Okay.
But wait,
Good night.
before you go, honey,
Good night. I am tired.
one more thing I want to say to you before you go. I'm not disrespecting anybody because I don't have it anymore. I don't have it. So if you say to me, Lambros, when I was 20 years old, I had this car. I'm going to say, well, you don't have it no more. You're trying to shove it in my face. You don't have it. So how are you going to shove something you don't have in your face, in my face? You can't.
Right.
So I'm going to shove something in your face that I don't have no more. Money. When I was younger, right, and I had the body and the discipline and the brain power. When I was 23 years old, 1 year older than Linda now, I was a self-made millionaire. By 27, I bought that house. By 32, 33 years old, that house was paid for in cash. How? Different than her mother. Her mother worked in a pharmacy. She stole $10,000 from her boss to kill her father. Because her father, you think I'm kidding?
Oh my God.
She stole $10,000 from this nice guy, Nick. Because her father used to beat her mother. And I'm not making this shit up, so help me God.
I know. You told
And-
me that already. You told me this story already.
Now I got a question. You know how I make more money? She stole $10,000, right? And I worked myself 7 days a week, 18 to 20 hours a day sometimes. No sleeping, 4 hours, 5 hours. But you know how I made my money? Not the way she made her money. I made my money with love, with respect, with kindness, with taking care of people, and them having trust in me. Nowhere negative, nowhere ripping people off, nowhere hurting people for my own monetary gain. And that's how you make money. When you don't care about it. When you say, I'm going to work as hard as I can. If you say, Lambros, give me $20 and I'll do this. Give me $25 and I'll do that. That's how the Americanaki think today. Remember that conversation we had?
Yeah.
You go to sleep. But my point is, you're Jamaican. You're Chinese. I'm Greek. We have different mentality the way that we were born.
Yeah.
We don't work for $1. We work and then the dollar come to us. It's a very big difference. Because in life, you're only as important as you make yourself.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Like you do all these things for me. That's what's important.
I
Not
see
somebody saying, oh, I'll do this for $20 and I'll do that for $22.
you. I
That
see you
doesn't work.
tomorrow. I see you in the morning.
Good night.
Bye.
Sylvia, I see you.
You can leave the door open. We're going to head out now.
Okay.
Love you, honey. Good night.
Love you too.
So that's how we do it. Making money with love. Not with anger, not with bullshit, not with hate, not with screaming at people, right? When you yell at people, you push them away. You don't bring them to you to care about you. You know, look at my wife. When she come to my store, I was nice to her. Did you know that's how I met her? She was a customer. And she was attracted to me because I was nice. She was attracted to me because I was kind and hardworking. And she put an act for me. She acted nice and she acted kind. Did you know the first week we were together, she bought me roses? She used to come to my job every day with iced tea, because I stopped drinking Coke for a couple of years, and a sandwich every day, and tell me how much she loved me and write me notes and write me letters. All because I was nice. But all she saw was money. She didn't see nice. And that's pretty fucked up. To say I'm going to have kids with somebody because they have money. I'm going to live with somebody because they have money. I'm going to sleep in somebody's bed because they have money. What about love? Oh, love doesn't exist. You don't need love. That's bullshit. Because love is a framework that holds everything together. That's the key to the secret. The big secret. There is no secret. Do the right thing and somebody will notice. Like with you, Sylvia, you do the right thing. You're a good girl. I really respect you a lot.
I know.
But it's not, I don't respect you, Sylvia. I love you. I really do it. And I love you. I don't even know your mother and your father or your sisters. And I love them too. You know why I love them? Tell me why.
Because I'm from that family. And you know, I don't have a lot of friends. I don't social a lot. Everything in my life is my family. And I tell you a lot that in our family, our culture is very like traditional. It's not like American, very open mind, open everything. We are very traditional, but kind, friendly, care when we can. That's all.
And you know what's funny? When a Chinese person doesn't talk to you, when a Chinese person don't run to you say, oh, good morning. When a Chinese person, a Jamaican person, or somebody else mind their business, they're not minding their business because they're nasty. They're not minding their business because they think they're better than you. They're minding their business because they're afraid. They don't want to get hurt. They don't want to get beaten. They don't want to get robbed. They don't want to get murdered. That is the reason why they're minding their own business. So don't take that as a sign of nasty. Take it as a sign of protective.
Yes, that's what we have to do to protect ourselves. That's why I tell you, you say you are sorry to make me bored this weekend, but all my concern is if all the accident can happen when you sleep on the car. You can sleep there, you can sleep on the bathroom. I don't care. At least you are inside, right? No one can hurt you.
Mhm.
But if you are outside, no one with you, we can do nothing. When we come, everything can be late.
Mhm.
That's all I'm concerned. And all I wish you can like do something different. It's good for you. For everything.
You're very kind, Sylvia. And remember, even if you don't work for me one day, I'll always be your friend.
We are friends. I think we are friends.
We're friends first. Then
Yes.
then work together second. And that is the way
We
of
are
things.
friends. God brought us to like know each other and we work together. But the fact is, like I told you at the beginning, when you always ask me, "Are you gonna quit?" I say no. But the truth is, Sylvia won't be able always to work with them both. That's the fact I have to let you know. But I will try to keep this relationship as long as possible. But I cannot guarantee. I'm only 27 years old. Everything can be happen
Yeah.
for me, and you will always happy for me no matter I'm working with you or not.
Yes.
If I got something better or something, I believe you will encourage me to go for it.
Absolutely.
So,
Why do you say that? Why do you say I would encourage you? Because why?
because you won't keep me like no, you have to working with me even the opportunity is good. You won't be that person.
And what's that person? That person is what?
It's really hard to describe you, but I do believe,
No, but-
strongly believe that you won't.
No,
And you will definitely encourage me.
No,
to
I
go
would
for it.
encourage you. But what kind of person does not encourage you to grow? What kind of person does not encourage you to
Because
explore?
Because they won't. Everything they can think of is, what if this person left and I have to find another one,
Mhm.
and I don't want to find another one. This type of person is always put themselves first.
Yep.
Always think about them first, and they don't care about you. They
It's
don't care about
disgusting.
others.
That's disgusting.
But you know what? A lot of people out there.
Yep.
So that's why I told you we are friends.
Yep. We are friends.
You know.
That is such a beautiful thing.
It is. And I feel so grateful that your parents like me.
They don't like you. They love you.
Yeah, they love me.
They don't like
They
you.
cook for me. I'm
They don't
so
like
grateful.
you. They don't like you at
Yeah.
all.
I feel
They
that,
like you
I
this
feel
much.
that
They don't like. They like you this much, but they love you this much.
They do love me. I told you at the beginning. I know.
If I told my parents I was going to marry you, first
They
they
don't
think.
believe it.
First they think you're crazy. Then they say, "Oh my God, that's so beautiful. Oh my God." Seriously, they really love you. They care about you. But that's good people. Well, more my mother. And you know who Linda looked like? Exactly my mother before she got old. My mother was skinny like that. My mother was built like that. My mother's strong like that. That was my mother 100%. Tammy's family is trying to say, "Oh, you look like this one." My mother was 5'2" like Linda, skinny like Linda, and strong like Linda. And if you look at my mother's feet and you look at Linda's feet, same thing. You look at my mother's hands and my father. I'm not my father. I look more like my grandfather. My hands, they're my grandfather's hands. Strong, good hands. Not like my father. You saw my father now. He was like that his whole life. Same build. Same way. But when you go, we got to get the fuck over there. Holy shit. But when you look at me, 1 second. When you look at me, shit. This was my grandfather's build. That's my grandfather. Now, does that look like my father? No,
Not really.
not at all. But when you look at my grandfather, his arms were like this, big arms, even when he was old, to the day he died. Always like a bull. Or like me before I got hurt. But when you look at my grandfather, did I ever show you my grandfather?
A little bit.
Hold on, I'll show you something nice. Oh shit, what the hell's going on here? I'm so happy that my grandfather never saw this bad shit. I'm so happy my grandmother died before she knew any of this. Because my grandparents loved Cammy. My grandparents are so good to Cammy.
Cammy? Who's Cammy?
Cammy's my ex-wife.
Oh, okay.
My grandparents are so good to her. They love her so much. And they give her respect, they give her kindness. I remember when Linda was little, Linda used to wake up and jump out of her crib and get in. When Linda was born, my grandparents stay here 9 months out of the year. They only went to Cyprus when it was cold and then came back to see Linda and to see me and Cammy. And they would stay over my house on the weekend and sleep at my house on the weekend. And Linda would get out of her bed, out of her crib, climb over the railing, jump on the floor, run to the other room where my grandparents were, and jump into bed with them. It was such a beautiful thing to see a great-granddaughter and great-grandfather together. There's nothing better than that in life. That's what it's all about. And I better get my ass out of here like in a jiffy. 1 second. I want to show you my grandfather before we go. Because that's who I'm like. That's who I grow up looking up to. And my grandmother. Such good people. You know where they were? They weren't very rich. Well, they were good. But they weren't this, they weren't that. They were very loving, good people. And they taught me how to love. And how to love unconditionally. And how to love where my purpose in life is to serve others. That is my purpose in life. That's not my... Let me show you this. Look at my grandfather. It's hard to see from this side. That's my grandfather.
Oh.
Crazy, right?
And your grandmother?
And my grandmother. Look, ready for this? You're going to die right now.
Why?
Go like this with your eyes, squint, and look, you see Linda.
Oh, it's your mother. Your mother's so...
My mother's mother.
Your mother's mother?
Yeah. Look at Linda. Look. Look at Linda.
I know.
Her
the
cheekbone is
shadow.
high.
Yeah.
Look. That's Linda. That's not my ex-wife. That's Linda. And Linda doesn't even know. Isn't that crazy? I mean, am I crazy right now or you agree with me?
No, I agree.
Yeah, look. What's this? What's this? This is going to freak you out. You're going to be like, no way. Maybe that's why my It's just crazy how the life go on,
Yeah, that's really crazy.
you know? Here, look.
Life is crazy.
Look at Linda. Look at her cheekbone. She's looking to the side. But you see the bone, the cheek up here?
Yeah, I know.
Same bone. Same eyes, same like eyes like this. Same exact thing. That's why they say when you have children and you look into their eyes, you see the eyes of everyone you ever loved. And Linda's body, exactly like my mother's.
Yeah, so small. Really small. I was so surprised.
If you saw pictures of my mother, same way.
Yeah.
My mother used to climb. You know when you walk into my mother's house,
Yeah.
the chandelier pie?
Mm-hmm.
My mother didn't wait for my father to come home to paint. My mother used to take a ladder, put it against the wall, then take another ladder, stick it in the other ladder, and then put it on the railing and climb on top like crazy person to paint her. My mother never paid somebody to paint. My mother never paid somebody to work on the house. If she could do it, she'd do it herself. And she was so strong, my mother. You know the windows in the front of the house? She used to open them and hang outside the window to clean them. Can you imagine that? It's crazy. Crazy people. But my kids are never going to learn nothing about it. My parents are going to die.
This generation, don't expect them can like learn
Yeah,
even
but
just 50% from their grandparents.
But Linda is not going to learn anything about her Greek tradition. She's never going to learn anything about all the hard work from her entire family, not even her father.
So when Danielle say she hopes this girl can fight, I would think about why she say that, and then
Yeah.
I agree.
When I die on Wednesday, when I die this Wednesday,
You won't. Trust me, you won't.
you listen to me. You're not listening to me. I'm either going to die this Wednesday or I'm going to die because of this Wednesday. It's a shame. I'm sorry. But that guy Mike at the chocolate factory you met, remember Mike? The guy,
Yeah.
okay, he had the same surgery I had.
I know.
But there's a difference. When he had the surgery, he was healthy. He was strong. Not me. Me now, I'm weak. I'm not strong anymore. So you can't expect me to survive the same operation. Like you, God forbid. You're not going to work for good luck. You, God forbid, you have to go for the same operation. No problem. You recover, 1, 2, 3. But when you go into the operation like me, already weak, already sick, already tired, already hurting, already in pain, you're not going to survive it. Either I'm going to get some kind of infection, or my heart's going to give out. There's pressure on my heart already from my spine bending. Something's going to happen, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for you, Sylvia. You're a very nice young lady. I'm so sorry. I hope you can forgive me. But if I don't do this operation, I'm going to die anyway. Very painful way.
Yeah.
So at least this way, I know it's suicide. But at least it's good suicide. At least I try suicide.
Try.
You know?
Let's hope for it.
I know I'm not going to make it, honey.
You still want to go out?
Yeah, I have to.
Then we gotta go. You fell asleep now. Them both.
I'm not going to fall asleep now, honey. Right now, I'm very, very upset. And I don't want to think about what I'm thinking about. I'm afraid and I'm scared. I don't want my kids to know about me.
It's a really, tough thing to went through. It is tough.
I just wish things were different. I wish I got to know you more.
Do we have a chance?
Oh, yeah. Let's get everything
Ready
going.
to go?
Yeah, I have to go. Can I have a cookie? One couple cookies.
Right here.
Yeah, thank you. It's okay.